Hi, this is Nicole Dyer at Family Locket, and today for our Research Like a Pro question and answer series, Diana Elder, AG, is talking about how to add citations to document images. This is an excerpt from our recent Research Like a Pro monthly office hours session where members of the course ask questions and we answer them. Diana talks about using Canva and other tools to help label the document images, especially when giving them to a client in a research report. I hope this helps as you work on labeling your document images with citations.
Now for our final question, and then we can take any questions in the chat. So this is from Peggy about adding citations to document images. And this is about how to add captions or citations to documents. So I copied in your whole thing here, Peggy, but it sounds like you want to, before you put them in your file, or as you put them in your file, you want to have that citation on them, or at least a description on it. So such a fun thing to do, and I just barely did this. I'm going to show you some examples of what I did. First of all, I'm going to direct you to Alice Child's blog post. She did this quite a while ago. This was maybe 2020, 2021, but she goes through all the steps of how to use Canva. Canva is our favorite. We use Canva to do all these nice blog images, our podcast images. Super easy to use. It's free. We do have a paid account, so we can do a little bit more with templates and images and such, but for free is perfectly fine for doing all this kind of stuff. So go to Family Locket, type in Canva. I think it's the only one that comes up, and you'll get this blog post where it leads you through exactly how to create this. So I thought I'd just give you a few tips. One of the things that I did when I finished my client project was to go through and take every single document I downloaded and put it in and put the citation on it. The reason I wanted to do this was I had a lot of things like tax lists and land records from the National Archives that I thought if somebody just looks at those without a citation, it's not going to be super helpful for them. And so I wanted to upload these to FamilySearch. So I really felt like I needed to make it more descriptive. One of the things I had done as I downloaded was to have my file naming protocol. And so I always just do the date and the type of record, the person, and the place. So you'll see they all line up by date. And you might have your own protocol. Whatever you're doing, just be consistent so they all look the same. That's really helpful. And then I also had the citations already created in my research log. If you don't already have citations, you don't have to do a full citation. Maybe you just want to put something like this on the front, and you could do that. Instead of a full citation, you could just have a description. So you do whatever fits the project and what makes sense. For this, I wanted full citations. And then the neat thing about Canva is you can highlight the person of interest on the document. So here is how mine look. I had the title at the top. I highlighted the person and then I just copied and pasted in my citation. So that's what the finished product looks like, and that's what I uploaded to FamilySearch. And looking at it within Canva, here's my project list. So I had documents that were sometimes in port or landscape because they were this way, and sometimes they were censuses that needed to be in portrait. So I have two different types. And so I would open one and then just copy the design and then replace the citation and the image because it already had the right setup. When you go to download it, you can choose JPEG, PNG, or PDFs. So I also had some of these multi-page documents, the land application files, and I chose to do those as PDFs because then it was just all in one document. It still had the information, the citation on it. It just kept it all together. This is what the editing screen looks like. It's super easy. You just drag in your document or upload it, whichever one you want. You insert a text box, put in your citation, um, insert your description. You can edit your image once you get it in here. You can flip it, you can crop it, you can add this little yellow thing, and I made it transparent to show my person. It's just really, really easy. And then once I had this all set up, I would just copy it, and then I would just put in a new census and adjust the yellow bar and put in a new citation. So it was just really easy to keep doing multiple things. So, are there alternatives? Of course there are. I have done this just in Word and just brought in things. Um, you can also do it something like this in Google Docs or whatever software you use. And there are lots of other online design tools, and a lot of them are free. And so Canva's not the only way to do it. It's just easy. And I liked using it. So I thought I would share how I did that. So some of the tax records I had went on for like a couple pages, the first page and second page, and I would just combine those, um, or maybe page one, page two. But it's really good to learn how to do that. There's a lot of options out there, but if you want to have one that just tells you how to do it, you could just use Alice's blog post and try Canva out and see if you like it.